2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your guest for today, Benjamin Gift.
Yo, what's up?
And a returning guest, DAN $ON Danson Time.
It's your boy.
So guys, welcome to episode 4 of Kopi Talk. So what is Kopi Talk? Have you ever had a session at the Mamak or the Kopitiam and you had a very deep and meaningful, sometimes very funny conversation with your friends? Now you can tap out the experience on Spotify, iTunes and on YouTube with us all. Okay guys, today I am bringing you the man that helped me start my podcast. You see, because when I started my podcast, I did not know jack shit about setting up a podcast. I didn't know how to set up a mic, which jack go to which jack, which to which hole. Okay, so I had this guy over here. Okay, he helped me. His name is Benjamin Gift, which is such an amazing name. Aside from the fact that he looks like Indian Jesus. Alright, so Benjamin, right? He works at a music shop. So how did you end up working in the music shop, man?
Actually, music has always been a part of my life, and I really enjoy music. And I'm a guy that built my own guitar too, so it's kind of like instruments and things have always been part of me. And prior to this, I did work in a lot of other lines, and since I really like to experience new things and meet new people, working in the music shop has always been, in my opinion, one of the best places that you can meet up with people. And as an example, I met this guy.
Hi.
So, it is this whole experience of experiencing the relationships and different conversations you can have with different people. And that is the whole reason why I got into the music industry actually.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Alright, so like some of the things that I always wanted to ask, like when you work at the music shop, like because I can relate in a sense when I'm in the fitness industry. I still am. I'm a personal trainer. But back then, I used to work in a supplement store. And when I love being at a supplement store because why? I get to help out with a lot of people's first time experience. And maybe they never bought a protein powder before. They never had someone guide them into doing this or making the right selections. And being someone I know their position, they're maybe clueless and they're beginning. It always brought me a great deal of joy, helping people out. I don't get a commission from selling the stuff that I sold, but one thing that I was really happy with was the fact that I was really happy that I get to help people and I get to share my knowledge with people, because I believe that what I have shouldn't be reserved to myself. I try to share it with as much people as possible. Do you sort of get that in what you do in your supplement store? I mean, in your music store?
Yeah, obviously. Again, for any guys who are into music and wanting to get their first guitars, or sometimes even probably they've always been playing guitars, but they've always been playing acoustic guitars, and then they want to move into electric guitars. It's a whole different world for you guitarists out there. I'm sure you know that. And they're able to meet these people and actually have a conversation with them, because I'm sure it's the same as what you said in your supplement shop. Not every person who comes in has the same goal.
Right.
So in the same way, like back in the music shop, you'll have a guy that comes in and says, I want to play metal music. And the next guy that comes in is like, I just started playing guitar 2 days ago, but I'm really into rock.
Okay.
So for them, you need to advise different things specifically. And again, you also have people, because mine is not specifically just a music shop. We also sell audio equipments, recording equipments, and there's a wide range on things there. So you get to actually give specific advices, and you need to know the industry.
Okay, right.
So again, you have to communicate with the people, talk to them, and then it's a really good satisfaction to be able to see where people have come from just the little advice you give, the life-changing points that comes.
Totally can relate with that, because I have helped people that were from very skinny or very fat, to reach their fitness goals, and that brought me. There's something that money cannot buy.
Yes,
exactly. Seeing that you have made such an impact in their life from just spending that little bit of time with them.
Yep.
So I really, really loved my job back then, selling supplements and all this. I'm very passionate about that. Even to this day, I have my own Instagram page, and I'm a sponsor athlete now. I'm getting basically sponsored to basically help people. I put out content out online, and these people like thank me later on, like, oh Jason, thank you for that video that you put up, or thank you for replying to my message, and thank you for this guidance. And that to me is something that I think so, like doing what you do, something that is truly respect, something I truly respect. Because something that I did too in the past also, and I'm still doing today, I guess.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right. So, anyways, one thing that I in our private conversations where I said, you also were in different bands, is it also as well? Bands.
Bands. I wouldn't say so much as bands. I was more towards session music.
Right.
So like bands that require extra guitarists and all when they're doing the recording or things like that. I'm more into those kind of things. So I helped out a lot of bands and all. Namely few I won't say really big bands also,
Right.
So I don't think it's really to mention them, but I'll just more put it that I would recognize myself more as a session musician. Musician. You won't see me out on stage much. I'm more the guy that's in the studio.
Okay. All right. And actually, I want to ask you this question because I think so. I had a discussion with Denson earlier, like to make it big in the music industry. I think so. We had a conversation about that. What I think so, Denson, could you share again with Benjamin, like what's your experience with, what do you feel are the challenges that you have in the industry in Malaysia?
First of all, my friends not supporting at first, at the beginning of at the stage. People's not supporting much enough. They're just making fun of me. They think that this is a joke, and then kind of something like that. Yeah.
I mean, one thing I can tell about that is because in the Asian setting, okay,
Right.
I'm just putting this a bit specific, but then it can go in a lot of places.
Right.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is because in Malaysia, a lot of people look at your academics and the job that you do and how much you're going to earn out of it. That is what they put as importance. And so once they look at the music industry as something that people can't earn much.
Right.
So that is why a lot of people would actually trying to go like, oh, you're going to go into this is nothing. Yeah. And I think that is just because a lot of people don't have the exposure and the ability to see how far actually things can go.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. So like I think so like this goes with anything that's not of the normal. I believe like as long as you're not doctor, lawyer, engineer, the typical
Bingo.
the big three, and it's tough. Like I mean, people will have this. I don't know. It's a sad mentality to say but they kind of look down on. If doing something is out of the norm, you're gonna get looked down on, and something that you can't avoid, I guess. But and another thing is like, which is a good segue into actually our main topic today, which is actually bullying. I face a lot of people of bullying.
Really?
Yeah.
You bully people or people bully you? Look at your size already.
I wasn't always this size, okay? Alright? I used to be a fat kid in school, and actually the bullying what drove me to who I am today. So like I said, back then, most people that followed me for a long time would know that I used to be a fat kid, right? Fat kid in school, and I got teased and I got bullied a lot lah. But okay, when I say fat, just that those people that really know me, okay, I wasn't really really fat, but I was on the chubbier side, okay, but yeah, still enough to be called a fatty, gemuk, gundu lah, all these three lah. Okay. So like I say, it kind of hurt. It kind of hurt at the beginning, and sooner or later you kind of accept it, and I managed to basically turn it into a positive. But I know a lot of cases whereby people that have been bullied and it became a scar in the rest of their life. So today we're going to be opening up the topic, and we're going to be honest upfront about our things. So I think so I can start with myself first. Like I said, I was bullied, right? And even to this day, and what I do, I still get a lot of. It is the truth. Like there's no way to sugarcoat it. It's still considered bullying because I know people would. Comment really nasty things. They will say that oh, you're doing this like you're a wannabe bodybuilder, or you're like you're not good enough, so on and so forth. A lot of nasty things. But sometimes they will even like after you block them, they will create new accounts, and they will continue to basically still comment on my stuff, and that's a form of, I think so, cyberbullying lah. And I think so. Ben gave a good example earlier that he said that bullying isn't something that we all just think is a stigma. It's just in school. No, yeah. Ben, can you elaborate on that?
Okay. Bullying. You mentioned another part of it, which was cyberbullying, and that is something that happens not just to kids, not just to teenagers, adults also. And it goes way out of just simple videos which get viral. And to expand more on the factor of bullying, there are things that you can come into sense of like corporate bullying, or even talking about just even people who have just finished their studies and coming in, coming into the working environment. A good example that I can give is actually, as we talked just now, is housemaids. I'm sure a lot of us have friends who are doctors, who just finished their studies and they starting their housemanship. Have you ever talked to them? If you talk to them, you realize that they get a whole load of crap from their superiors.
Yep, I know.
You know, and the amount of load that is given to them is almost like their superiors are just pushing off everything to them.
Right.
Okay, so this whole section where people think that, okay, this guy is new, we need to give him everything so he just knows what's going on. You know, this, you can help out the person, you can guide the person, you can actually give them things to experience, but loading them up to the point that they're almost breaking, I think that is also really a strong way of bullying people.
Yeah, it is. And that's really something that a lot of people don't discuss about. Like always now you can hear people about bullying in school, but nobody talks about the bullying that's done in the workplace. You know? And okay, Danson, you're in a position whereby, okay, both of us are working. I would like to know that, does bullying happen in college?
Kinda, but I don't really get bullied in college, but then I actually got cyberbullied before. Yes, because I mean, maybe two or 3 months back, I was working in a bar for freelance. It required me to just take off my shirt and then serve beer pongs over there.
Right.
And then I was totally fine with that job. And then until that one time, my employer actually put my picture on the net.
Yeah.
And it's fine actually. It's not much of a big deal.
Right.
But then netizens started comment some nasty stuff and said, KL is having these kind of strip clubs or something. But I'm actually not a stripper over there. I'm just serving beer pongs and stuff. And then they will be commenting nasty stuff like, can I get free fuck or something like that? Some shit like that, you know? It's just ridiculous seeing this kind of stuff going on. People are not open-minded enough to accept things, you know?
You felt really disturbed and a bit sad.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I got disturbed.
What was the most disturbing comment, if you don't mind sharing with us?
Most disturbing comment
that's stuck in your brain, you know, like.
Actually, I didn't read all comments, but generally it's all about me. They thought that I'm a prostitute or something.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you're selling your body and stuff
Yes,
like that.
yes.
I mean, like, okay. I mean, this is a bit okay.
Yeah.
Look, I make a living. Okay, I make a living. Okay, basically putting my pictures out there, and sometimes those pictures involve me in my underwear, right? Because I compete in bodybuilding. In bodybuilding, okay, let's straight to the point. It's basically you're putting a pair of thongs, a really small piece of fabric, and you go up on stage. Look, if you're going to bang Benson on that, you're probably going to bang me first. Look, it's like, you know, it's something like that, you know, that is like I said, they are not very open-minded, and when they think of it, because like, you know, you're just basically serving drinks at a bar. Right?
That's until a point that I got so disturbed that my mom called me. And then my mom said, "What's going on the internet right now? What are you doing?"
Wow, okay.
My mom also thought that I'm into this kind of nasty jobs.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. That's what caused by all the netizens comment and shit.
Right. So how do you get through that period? That period.
I actually get really down for a moment, but then eventually I just told myself I'm gonna stop looking at those comments and I move on with my life. And then if people ask me about it, I just
go on a podcast.
I mean, I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
I see it as I just working there, blah blah blah.
Right.
It's normal.
Exactly.
I'm not doing something that is out of the moral frame.
Right.
Yeah, I'm doing some things that's legal.
Yeah, exactly. Just next time if anything happens, you just post pictures of myself like that. How about my friend?
One of my friends. Yeah, you guys can go comment. Don't comment on me, man.
No, I mean, again, I just like to add this, if you're talking about just going shirtless in your jobs and all, I mean, think about musicians.
Right.
I mean, you've got so many musicians who go on the stage, they're performing and they just take off completely almost everything,
Exactly.
But that is their stage personality.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
see. And the same thing, you don't go your whole life walking around without your shirt on, do you?
Yeah,
See?
I don't.
And the thing that is just there in that job, it requires you to do that. It's a criteria of your job. You do it.
Right.
I think somehow people are jealous of my body figure that time.
It was, that time it was pretty good.
That time was a little bit slightly better than right now.
Yeah, I mean,
the one thing I want to tell is that I think people criticize and make nasty comments because they're jealous.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why we have to think positively that people might be jealousing on these criteria of yours. That's why they're criticizing you instead.
Yeah, maybe they want to be you, but they can't. So what they do is they make fun of you, which is the next best thing.
Yes.
So what call this? I think so. Dealing with bullies is a very important thing, and it's something that I think so we all want to discuss. I'm going to start with how I deal with bullies lah. Okay, so like I said, I was fortunate enough to be able to deal with them even for a very young age. I kind of channel all of that negativity, all that all those things into a positive thing by first thing first, I had that mindset of proving people wrong, right? So I wanted to. So if you guys have heard the previous podcast, I told my story of how I lost weight. So basically, I just told all this bullying stuff. It got to a point whereby enough was enough, and I didn't want to accept me being fat anymore. So I kind of changed that by running to school. So there's 14 kilometers a day kind of thing. So I ended up losing a lot of weight, and it made a difference in my life and made me pursue. I turned it into a career basically lah. So if you were to deal with a lot of these bullies and you're doing something good, for instance, you're singing, and maybe perhaps right now at your career right now, maybe your singing is not the best yet. Okay, because you have still a long way to go. All right, and people are criticizing you. People are saying a lot of nasty things to you. Take it like this: if you were doing the right thing, people are always going to hate you. Look, all these mega stars, no matter who it is, okay, let's say, no matter how successful you are, all right, you will always have someone that will not like you, all right. And
Justin Bieber, he always got called faggots.
Yeah, exactly. And I think so that hate, to be fair, I did hate Justin Bieber in the past, in the beginning. Okay?
I have to admit to that too.
Alright, because, and I know that now it's a mistake, because why? He didn't do anything to me.
Yep.
He didn't do anything. I was basically like a sheep following what people did. And it was cool to hate on Justin Bieber.
I don't hate on Justin Bieber.
Yeah, at that time. at that time, it was cool to hate on Justin Bieber. Right? I think so on Mama sessions, I think Harvin Skin actually talked about it. And if you guys can check it out also as well. I think so he was right. Hating him was in trend. Like, it was like people, all the memes that came out.
I mean, just to bring this on because I was in that trend too.
Yes.
You see, okay? And it was more like it was the man thing to do.
Yeah.
All the girls were going for him and all, and then if you are also part of going with him, you were actually going to be a bit of a softy kind of guy. That whole stigma came about, so because of that, you actually go to the point of saying that no, I hate him. It's not because his music is bad or what. His music is good. And he had a good voice too. Even though now his voice changed from the beginning and all. But even back then, before his voice changed, his music was good.
Yep.
But the whole reason about why they started hating him is because it's just a stigma.
Right. People are jealous of his success, and this is what I realized today, And so, growing up, I kind of understand more and more why the hate happened and why people would hate on what I do. Also, so it's a process whereby you have to understand this. If you're doing something that you love, and you're making good progress, and something that you are making good progress, all right. I think so. Another yardstick is to also see how many people actually don't really like you, It is true, undeniable. The more successful you become, there are going to be more and more people that are going to be jealous of what you do, and they're going to say a lot of things because they couldn't live the life that you are living. So the only way they can do it is basically trying to pull you down to their level. And Ben, like how do how would you deal with people that are bullies?
Well, back in school,
Mm.
of course, in the earlier, like back in standard 1, standard 2, standard 3,
Mm.
I did get my fair share of bullies.
Right.
Getting bullied by people and all. And that, growing up into that, then when it came to Form 1,
Mm.
the whole mentality of bully or be bullied,
Yep.
that part started coming up. So
Mm.
I did my own share of bullying people
Yep.
too, you know.
True, that's true. I have to admit that happened as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the thing is, in that whole scenario where bullying causes other people to become bullies, and it's a whole cycle,
Right.
and that is when I realized I was also helping out in some schools with some kids and all, and I realized that the only way to break that whole cycle is to get the bullies to stop bullying.
Right.
So it's not going to be easy, but I managed to do it to a few kids. I managed to help to advise them and stop them from things like that. But if you want to really counter the whole factor of bullying, you have to realize that the kids that are doing the bullying is because they have their own insecurities within them.
That's true.
You know? And same with me when I was back in Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and I did the bullying is because I was insecure myself.
Right.
And I think we all have that same
Right.
mentality. Whether it is in the workplace or whatever it is, you're afraid that the person that's new coming in might be better than you. So you try to put them down and you push them to the max until they break. You know, this is all the parts that I think if you just want to counter it, it's very simple. Have confidence in yourself.
Yeah, that's true. And like sharing about what call this. Actually, it's a question that I wanted to ask you all because I've never been in the corporate world. All right, so look, if let's say you were to be working, okay, like if we get bullied in the workplace, and this guy is your superior, the person that is supposedly your leader, how would you deal with it?
Oh,
That's a tough one.
That's a real tough one.
That's a real tough one. It's like a situation that you can't really escape from. Let's say you're a houseman, you can't really quit.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
You see, the one thing is, a lot of people say just push through it lah.
Yeah.
Of course. But it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
And for the fact, I think if the person that is doing the bullying is someone that is your superior, and it's not, we are not talking about physical bullying, because physical bullying is easy to, you can easily just report and do
police
things,
or what.
There's so many easy things to do, but you can't go and report on your superior that is giving you too much work.
Correct.
So if you want to talk about how to overcome it, I think when you become the superior, you stop that cycle. Again, it's a cycle. That guy got his own thing.
Right.
And so if we at that point, we want to overcome it, we need the support of our colleagues.
Yeah, that's true.
So like, let's say you will have a colleague that you see is being bullied by your superior.
Right.
Okay? Or you are the colleague that is being bullied. Either way, reach out. Reach out. That means there are other colleagues there who will be willing to help you.
Right.
And make sure that you are the person that is willing to help the colleague that's being bullied.
Correct. Definitely.
So that in itself will actually, instead of giving that person a negative, more of a negative outlook at what's going on,
right,
that person will be able to see like, oh, my superior is giving me so much, but I have such a supportive group.
If allow me to use my creativity to troubleshoot a situation which I've never been in myself, or ever will be in myself. Okay, we live fortunately in a day and age whereby we are open to the court of public opinion by having Facebook, Instagram, all this. So if you're in a situation that's very sticky, maybe you might not have those colleagues and you're owned by yourself. You have to be a little bit more, I would say, smarter in the way you deal with it. By first thing first, if you go to report directly, you were to say so and so, this senior is like this and this, or this person in the workplace is like this. Most of the time, they just get a slap on the wrist, right? And or either they won't really believe you, and basically there's some loophole which they can overcome. But let's say, for example, you were able to gather enough evidence, maybe a video, maybe a photo, maybe WhatsApp messages. Those things you can actually now perhaps upload on Facebook and on Instagram, and because you felt like that's the only choice, right? And once these people basically got these kind of things will actually kind of pick up. And I think so. It's not the first time I've heard of this. I think there are many cases whereby people actually report or open up about them being bullied or being taken advantage of, right? And they post it online, and by the help of many people, basically bringing awareness to the issue. Okay, action is taken against the bully. So that is my opinion, and if I were to be placed in that situation, that's what I would do. All right, what do you guys think?
Well, what did you start off with?
Right. As for me, I actually faced that kind of situation.
Bullied
before,
by a senior.
Kinda, because last I used to work in a gym. I used to have intern in a lawyer firm. Alright. So as for the gym, right? Alright. I have a superior, which is my assistant manager, and then he always got me a lot of stuff to do, man. He's supposed to have one share of that part of job to do, but then he gave all his job for me, so I have to clean all this shit, and then for me to overcome that thing, I gather evidence of him slacking off during work, and then him not doing the job perfectly, and then sometimes he hit on girls in the gym, and then I collect all those evidence. I told manager.
Sedap.
I
Like
told
cooking
manager.
a recipe,
Real,
man. Cooking a recipe, bro. Getting all the ingredients, huh?
And then, so bad to say at the end of the day, the assistant manager got fired. And I got promoted to
You heard it first. How to deal with bullies at the workplace from Danson Tan.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's part of my story.
So you guys, for you guys that are facing, those bullies at the workplace, that's how we would recommend that you deal with it, lah. And as for online bullies, look, it's basically something that's very controllable, I find, these days. Look, if you don't like the person, just block it, lah. The guy is out from your life. It's not someone as if he's physically there. It's not someone that is just like right in front of your face. It's online, so just block that person away. Don't think about it. I know it's easier said than done, but what I do these days is I just kind of block it, and it sticks for a while. It sucks, you read the comment and it hurts, but you do not want it to happen again and again and again. So just block that person, and he's out from your life.
Yeah,
not.
That's so true. I mean, you can just say things like simple. Why do you want to give the authority to another person in order to control your life?
Right.
And the reason I say this is because you are going to get upset about what the person has written. That person just wrote it, and for the next 10 minutes later, he's forgotten about it.
Right.
But for the rest of your life, you're going to be pissing yourself about that.
Right, exactly.
Just allow yourself to realize that online comments especially is just there and then goes.
Yep, it does.
So if you let it affect you, you are just the one that's getting affected.
Right.
The other person is not going to get affected in any way. Even the fact that he posted a comment is not going to give him any money. He's not going to get anything out of it. But you are the one at the loss. So just try not to let it affect you so much.
Yeah. Don't give them the power.
Yeah, don't give them the power.
Don't
exactly.
give them the power. And if what other forms of bullying were there again? We mentioned the previous workplace bully, the school bullies, cyberbullying.
Well, bullying again, it can also happen in the family.
Right, that's true.
Between brothers,
Yep.
sometimes maybe. For those of you who have,
used to bully my brothers.
see, I hit a nerve there. But yeah, so in a way, like I have seen situations where the elder brother looks at the younger brother and says, you need to toughen up. So I'm going to hit on you that hard. So
Tough love.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the toughest love that you have ever faced. So you'll be the toughest guy there out after this, And in the fact is, if this happens in the family, that guy, the younger brother, is going to take that same mentality out.
Yeah.
And he's going to spread it out, and that will become workplace bullying, that will become the school bullying, all these things.
Perhaps this is the root of all bullying.
Yeah, possibly. That.
Possibly.
And not just from brothers, even from between parents to children.
Yeah.
It can come in many ways. Uncles, It's all as long as it's within the family. This is one of the main things. And if you look back into it, most people who have been in bullying, who are doing the bullying, the action of bullying someone, you get the whole cycle that comes around. And it either starts somewhere, caused by someone who's doing the bullying,
right?
And it spreads on.
Yeah.
So the whole fact that you want to talk about bullying if we are so far, I think to skip out the fact that families are the core. It's really, that is the main point that we need to focus on.
So like when we all, the three of us here, when we become fathers, it's very important that we stop that cycle.
Yes.
We must not feel that, using...
Kill the child who bully.
Which one?
Kill the child who bully.
Damn.
I'm just joking. I'm just
Man,
joking.
That's beyond tough love. That's called lethal love.
I'm just joking, guys. Don't take it seriously.
Then said, I'm aware that you have a girlfriend right now, right?
She don't want to have child, actually.
Oh,
that's a pain.
You can always adopt.
Yeah, kind of. But I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, like
Yeah.
it's lying. I just lying. You didn't really say it. You want to kill it. Anyways, back to the story again one more time. Alright. Again, like when I said in the previous podcast, or did I say it in the previous podcast? I'm not sure. But okay, one of my biggest goals and dreams and ambitions was, always has been to be a great father and a great husband. And I think so that starts, early on. It's not when you're a father, right? It's by making the right choices in life. So, if let's say I want to move forward in my life and I don't want my son to be a bully, but I continue that cycle into where I am, my son is eventually going to be, absorb that as well. It's part of the maybe family culture or whatnot. Right, so I know I need to stop it, and if I have done it, I've done the mistake before of bullying people. Like I think so. Ben hit on the right note. Like bullying just makes it's like a cycle. From being bullied, you also bully other people. So we learn it from other people, right? I was bullied. Hence, I also bully other people also, right? And it's not something that I'm very proud of. And it's something that I want to change. And this was a message from actually one of our followers, and I actually bring up this topic over here about bullying. And I think so it's a great topic. And especially we always hear about so many people discussing about bullying only in, like say, in schools. But yeah, it's actually a much more deeper rooted problem in society. So for you guys out there that are being bullied, for you guys out there that feel like you don't have an outlet to basically let things out, you can always send me a message and I'll do my best to reply you, right? And best I can do, you can get Ben on board also as well.
Yeah, sure.
Anytime.
Yeah.
So anyways, okay, so you guys want to add on anything to this topic before you go on?
I guess.
I'm good.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Maybe we can actually segue into something else. Let's see how many minutes is in already. Let me check. 30 minutes, I actually can get some more stuff.
Yeah.
What do you want to add? Okay, what's a good topic then? Later I edit this.
Okay. Let's see. Since we talked about bullying already, maybe we can go into... this is tough.
We always have this session that the guests will be promoting their stuff, right?
Oh, right. Correct.
You can promote your service though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Any kind of service that you
Like
want
you have a
to provide.
YouTube channel or anything like that?
I don't have a YouTube my own.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do a lot for the company.
Company,
So
yeah.
yeah.
You want to plug in CK Music?
Can, sure.
Alright.
That'll help you.
Okay. So, go back. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so enough about this topic right now, and we're going to segue into, okay, now we're going to plug in Ben right now. So Ben works at CK Music, and for you guys that are listening and who are in Ipoh, or maybe not even Ipoh, CK Music, do they shoot
We have
shipping?
one more in KL also.
KL
actually.
also.
We have our main branch is actually in KL. We are the site, you say.
Okay.
It's a secondary, side chain kind
So
of thing.
I can like online shop for you guys?
Yes, we do have an online shop. You just Google CK Music and you'll come to our website.
Okay.
So you can see there. And for a fact that if you see anything that you're interested there, you can always come over to our shop in CK Music Ipoh. you can get our things. We have most of the things there.
Right.
If you don't also, we can order it. So
Oh, okay.
it really, it's not that it makes much.
Yeah, so like I'm getting like all the things that you see here. All right, it's thanks to Ben. Like I said, I met him at CK Music because I got all my equipment from there, and Ben was super friendly. Ben, Abang, what's his name?
Bruce.
Abang Bruce also was there, and he helped me basically. They were really kind and they showed me the ropes and like how to do this, how to do that, and even he got on a video call with me just to see how the setup and stuff is super good, like I said, it's really awesome, and the service at CK Music is superb. All right, and and I got a new friend from there also as well.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for that, seriously. But just to add on, we at CK Music, we really like to journey with people's and journey in their music or in their whatever they're trying to do, whether it's recording, studios, or like some people, they want to build up a home studio. We have the resources for that. We also like to partner with people who are building up sound systems, for example. We sell speakers, we sell amplifiers, we sell mixers. We have a wide range of things that mainly to journey with music.
Okay.
So whatever has to, but I mean, again, as I mentioned, even though they say journey with music, but music is a wide thing.
Right.
You can say that anything has to do with music. Some people use vocals as a music.
Right.
Some, people can't play any instrument, but their vocals is their instrument. So even when it comes to sound, microphones and things like that, these are all things that we like to journey, which is the reason why I actually got on the video call with you to help you set up and all, because it is our goal personally to be able to partner and help out as much as we can, whatever expense it takes. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think CK Music is actually quite professional in the sense that even back then, 6 years before this, I got my first electric guitar and also my first electric amp, and then they gave me a lot of guidance on it. I have totally zero idea about electric guitar at that moment, and then they taught me a lot.
Yeah. And just to be clear, CK Music has not sponsored this video yet.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Yeah. It's just that I'm working there, and as it is, Jason mentioned that he got all his things from there.
So thank you CK Music for giving my head start, and also Ben as well. Alright, so for you guys over here that
always look for Ben for his professional advice.
Remember Benjamin Gift, there's only one of him in this whole entire world.
Yep, that's me.
Right. So we're gonna end this podcast right now, and thank you guys for listening to another episode of Kopi Talk. And remember, bullying is not cool.
Never
cool.
is. Stop the cycle.
Yes, stop the cycle.